I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way.
That's a good little
that was a good fun.
That's a good little mini game.
That was fun.
Dude, guys, because I swear, we actually are prepping stuff. I'm pulling up stuff for deep dive. We're getting all our links in order, all that good stuff. So I swear we are actually doing stuff, but the turnaround could be a little bit quicker. I think we're finally getting it. But obviously, this is our final regular season breakdown of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone that stuck around post-watch party for our post-analysis talk show where we break it down for you guys. Zinni, you guys know him. He's dumb.
I'm not bright, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us all season long. Like you said, the regular season has
concluded,
reached its maker, man. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. We hope you guys have been enjoying the show. We obviously have our final one of the season, the regular season that is, and then we'll figure out Toronto and champ stuff as we go. But thank you. It's been an absolute fucking pleasure. You guys know the drill. We got weekend review. We got deep dive. We got rapid fire. We got a 1v2 interview for you guys. It's going to be a good one. Abner, take us away.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any time. I know a lot of you guys might be tired. We had a long day of matches today. Let's get into the weekend review. Why don't we?
This one could be hard to guess, but the weekend review is where we review the weekend. We go by match. I mean, we're going to pick a few that stood out to us. For example, I'm looking at a match like Florida versus London, and Florida wins 3-0.
That one actually, there's some context behind that one, though. Florida finally make it into the winner's bracket. It was a big match for Florida. They needed to win that match, basically, to solidify themselves in that winner's bracket. Yeah, it's London. London hasn't looked great. Let's not lie to ourselves here. But Florida did need to win that one, and they come in, they get it done in a 3-0 fashion.
Yeah.
It's worth talking about just a little bit for stipulations on the final major. But
before that, Surge 3-1 over Boston. So Surge had a rough stage yet again. I think they go 1-4, which is weird because they lose to Optic in Toronto and they didn't win a single map versus either. We kind of gave them the benefit of the doubt. They come back firing. I mean, they play well against Boston, so we're like, you know what? Surge is back. Next thing you know, they lose to New York in 3-1 fashion. So Surge had a tough go this stage. They're going to start in loser's bracket. And
Minnesota take out the Thieves 3-1. Thieves finally get a win today over London. Maybe a little of a pick-me-up series for them. They get a 3-0 win over London, but they lost to Minnesota, and that was a big-time series for Minnesota to win. And talking about Minnesota, let's jump ahead to today's match. They 3-2 Toronto.
Yeah.
Minnesota,
they look good. They look like they're a threat again.
Yes. They obviously switch out Attach for Afro, which a lot of people were questioning. They didn't really know the logistics of it and all that stuff. But Fame's natural role was a submachine gun player. They get Attach back in. That's his natural role. And now they go 2-0 on the weekend against two really good teams.
Well, something to note as well.
Argue that right now,
I think Bance has been playing well again, and maybe Fame is complimenting him a bit better. Attach obviously steps up today as well as Bance. We saw Cammy look like Cold War Cammy in their match. Was it yesterday or Friday against Thieves?
Yeah, Cammy came to play on
Cammy
Friday.
came out frying against Thieves. We already know Thieves had a tough split, but Rocker, they're a threat. Unfortunately, Afro, it's definitely a weird one because Afro at his peak is like one of the best SMGs in the game. Very streaky, very momentum-based. So it's kind of weird to see him on the bench, but Rocker, I mean, it might have been what they needed. They're looking sharp.
And I want to point out, probably the last match we'll talk about here, Vegas come out against Seattle and they get a 3-1 victory. It was a must-win for Vegas, and Vegas kind of needs some help right now from Minnesota, Boston, Seattle, some of those teams that are on the bubble here, leading down the stretch into champs. And Vegas gets their end of the deal done, but so does Minnesota. So Minnesota keeps that 20-point lead over Vegas. It's going to be a battle at the major, and we're going to add this on to the weekend review. Obviously, we have the major coming up next week. We leave on Tuesday for it. Wednesday will be tech check. Thursday, we'll be getting into the tournament. So let's take a second here, Riley. Bring it over to my computer, and let's take a look at the bracket. We saw it at the end of the watch party a little bit, but let's talk about it briefly.
Yeah, so let's just say it how it is. This is the bracket that you want to see for Optic. I mean, you heard Nameless say it towards the tail end of the CDL broadcast. This is the bracket Optic wants. You play Florida round one and compare it to the rest. I mean, they're not going to really be facing what you'd consider an S tier or top level team really until Phase or Ultra, and that would be in the winners final.
Yeah, we've been saying Optic's due. They've gotten second back-to-back. They've gone 5-0 in both online qualifiers, so they're due. And I feel like this is the one. They got a great road ahead of them. They're taking on Florida. You can't overlook anybody, though. Florida, again, a lot of people that don't really watch will say that Florida hasn't looked good, But Florida, let's be real. Florida has looked good.
They look great. I mean, they play Optic close. I mean, Optic win 3-0, but just because they win 3-0 does not mean it was, sunshine and rainbows. I mean, it was a 6-4 in search. It was a close hard point. I believe control was 3-2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 3-2.
So every single map was close.
6-4, 3-2. It was a close series. Florida's no joke. But yeah, this is definitely the road that Optic would want, because the bottom side of the bracket, you got some of the more heavy hitters. Obviously, Thieves and Surge, both in the losers bracket, which is surprising. But on the other side, we got FaZe, Legion, Ultra Subliners.
I mean, that's what stands out the most to me is that FaZe Legion matchup. I mean, if you're Legion, it's a tough draw. You're playing FaZe round one, and obviously, the only team that FaZe has really had a problem with recently is Optic.
Yeah.
So,
and they've been having a problem with them for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, Optic kind of has FaZe's number, but FaZe, for the most part, against most teams, still looks like the FaZe that we know, like the FaZe that can run you over. So I'm kind of worried for Vegas here.
Simp shows some glimpses of perhaps his old self. A lot of people calling for the Cold War Simp.
Yeah, he's been frying.
He went 42-18 to close a hard point, to close a series the other day. So
just saying it how it is. If you're looking at the matchups, Rocker has the easier matchup. I think Boston has looked a lot more inconsistent than FaZe. Nonetheless, we're still rooting for Vegas. The last thing I want is Rocker to win round one and Vegas to lose round one, and then it's like, damn, like
But then Vegas could make the run.
I mean, yeah, but they're kind of falling into a gauntlet. I mean, you have Surge and Thieves in the losers bracket who have been playing a lot lower than we'd expect them to play, but I mean, they're still heavy hitters, dude. I mean, you're playing against Surge or Thieves in the losers bracket, you're fucking worried.
So just to set this up for you guys, if Minnesota wins round number one against Boston, which right now I'd say they're the favored team going into that series, they'll have a 40-point lead over Vegas. So that FaZe Legion series, it's a must-win. They have to win that series. It's first match of the day on Thursday, literally the first match of the tournament. They must win that, or I think their champs' hopes are gone.
I agree with you.
But yeah, also worth noting, did you say whoever loses between Optic and Mutineers plays Thieves first round?
No.
Whoever loses
so
that
it
drops
doesn't
the
flip?
Thieves. I'm pretty sure they drop the Thieves, whoever loses that series.
Really? I figured it would flip.
I'm pretty sure.
It might flip round two. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, losers bracket stacked with Surge and Thieves. Ravens and LAG, not going to say it, sort of the easier competition at this stage in the game, but Thieves and Surge will always be tough, especially in a losers bracket match.
You don't want to drop down to
They're
them.
not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, Thieves on land, obviously get that buff. But that's our weekend review. We're so excited for the major. Again, leaving on Tuesday. It's going to be a great time, folks. Last major of the year. Get that out of my face.
You'll look at it. Yeah.
Get that out of my face. Next up, folks, would you like to do the honor?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know it, you love it. It's the Breakdown Team of the Week. You know the drill. We pick 4 players who went above and beyond, impactful matches. They were streaking, montages, highlight clips, clutching, you name it, they're on it. Kicking us off, can't ask for anybody better. It's big fucking Bruce, dashing.
Yeah, Big Brandon. I mean, he has been playing lights out. Just absolutely farming the opposition. Looking like maybe an MVP candidate. Obviously, there's a lot going around. Who's going to be the MVP at the end of the year? I think that Bruce definitely, if he doesn't win it, he's definitely an honorable mention.
He's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation as well. But
there are 5 players in the conversation. 5. You want to hear them?
Abeezy,
Scrap,
Shotzi,
Dashy,
Octane.
Hydra, Pred, Octane.
Jesus.
Fuck, there's 7.
There's a lot of good players.
There's 7. Hydra, Pred, Octane.
But yeah,
there's
Brandon
7.
has been playing out of this world. It's no surprise he finds himself on the team of the week. For the split, he has a 1.23. He has a 1.56 against the Mutineers yesterday. He's just been lights out.
Yep. Back-to-back 5-0 qualifiers. I mean, the whole team lights out collectively. Like, their teamwork is just, right now, I believe, second to none. I truly believe that they're the best team in the game, despite back-to-back second places, which for some reason people kind of talk about it like it's the end of the world. Like, oh, why can't we close? Like, back-to-back seconds, if it shows one thing, it's consistency.
Correct.
And consistency wins championships. So I truly think it's only a matter of time.
They're putting themselves there to get it done.
Yeah.
They just got to stop losing El Asilo Control Map 6 because it happened both times. But I got faith. I think they're due.
Yeah.
I know people are going to say jinx.
This weekend.
I know people are going to say jinx, but I think they're due this weekend. I think Optic's going to be hoisting that fucking trophy.
Who's next?
Next up.
This kid was lights out.
Dude, this kid, Hydra, the French phenom. I mean, goodness gracious. One of the flashiest submachine guns we have in the league. When he is on, when he is on, he's got to be one of the hardest kills in a straight up one-on-one gunfight. We talk about like movement with Ant, Pred playing Creddies. Like when we're talking straight up 1v1s, when he's on right now, I think he's the best. Like,
I already said it.
Yeah.
I said when I was playing, my hardest gunfight was him right there.
Yeah, he is a very hard kill on the map. He's been playing amazing as of late. This weekend, he was frying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not going to lie. I may have been crazy for this, but I didn't start to doubt Hydra, but like
New York
he wasn't popping off and playing like extraordinary to the point where I was still thinking of him as like a forefront top 2 SMG in the game, top 3 SMG. This series kind of fucking snapped me back to reality. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I mean, he drops 110 kills in a 4-map series, 85 non-traded versus Surge. He goes 33.
He dropped the S&D record in the same series.
Still record in Surge. He goes 33 and 13 in a hotel control. And he's doing this against a player like Pred. I mean, it was literally a Pred versus Hydra battle.
Yeah.
Hydra won it this go around, but I mean, Hydra went crazy.
Yeah. 1.28 on the stage, 3,000 damage per 10 minutes in hardpoint, 1.14 round kills per round in Search with a 1.78 in Search. Like across the board, he has a 1.15 in control. The kid's been unbelievable.
Well, he had the best KD out of the SMGs in the stage 5. I mean, there's in the top 5 top KDs for the stage. There are 4 ARs: Beans, Scrap, Awakening, Dashy. Hydra, the only SMG. He's in 3rd behind Scrap and Beans. So Hydra lights out. What can you say about him? We're fucking glazing him.
Huh? I mean, he was unbelievable this weekend.
Next up, I mean, we spoke briefly about him. It's Simp. I mean, a player that I feel like kind of goes under the radar because of how good of a season that Abeezy's had. But it's like, it's fucking Simp, dude. Like, yeah. I truly, it's not even debatable. Simp is still one of the best SMGs in the game. I feel like his consistency is kind of like...
It's wavered.
His consistency has wavered, but I feel like he set the precedent so early on in his career that, like, you expect these insane, extraordinary maps from him. Exactly. So it's like we've kind of gotten used to the greatness I feel like Simp has brought to the league, but he's still one of the best. He's still one of the most dangerous players to play against, and he's kicking up at the right time.
Yeah. He drops 42 kills in that map we were just watching to close out that series. I mean, dude, it was hard to pick the team of the week this week. There were so many standout performances, especially from the submachine guns. It was very hard to pick the team of the week. He has a 1.09 overall on the stage. He had a 1.46 versus Boston, 72 non-tradeds. And he went 42 and 18 to close out that.
They're calling him Himp.
Yeah. In that series, he was Himp. And I'll do the honors of the last one. My old sub duo, it's none other than Shotzzy. I mean, we had to have 3 submachine guns on there this weekend. All 3 of these players were just playing out of their freaking minds. Ant, I think he dropped a 1.56 or something like that against Florida. Correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure he dropped like a 1.56.
Well, I mean, he was just... I remember the opening sequence. We were going nuts in the watch party. I mean, he dives out of the water. He gets a knife kill.
Yeah,
he gets the second kill.
This is it right here.
Then he jumps onto that little wood piece on the side. He's finessing the pack like Messi.
Sure.
A saying I'd like to say. He's just a thorn on your side, and he is the kill leader overall on the year.
Yeah.
He is the player with the most kills in the entire CDL season at this very moment. So Shotzzy, he's fucking running 11 miles before matches. I mean, he's like David Goggins. The
guy's
bastard.
a fucking freak.
Absolutely.
He's got a 1.14 overall on the year and a 1.63 in search and destroy. One of the things that he was kind of critical on himself about was his online search and destroy. This split, it was not a problem. 1.63. Yeah, guy's been having his way. I can't wait to watch them play at the major. And I know you guys are going to say jinx, but I think that they are going to hoist that trophy at this major. I don't think there's anybody on their level right now.
I agree. I mean, it was Thieves, and Thieves have sort of fallen off a cliff.
I mean, the only teams you can really say are going to even maybe
FaZe and Ultra.
compete. Yeah, FaZe Ultra.
And the thing is with FaZe, like, we've had their number. Optics had their number. A lot of people kind of doubt FaZe. You cannot doubt FaZe. Like, you got to go into a match versus FaZe every single time. Like, there is not... FaZe can go 0-5, and I think the same with Thieves.
Same with Thieves.
Thieves can go 0-5 in a split. FaZe could go 0-5. It doesn't happen, but... You still go into a match versus those teams, and you're fucking locked in. You're like, we need to bring it all versus these guys. Yeah. So I do agree. I think Optic should hoist it. I'd be shocked if they didn't, based on their current form. But that's the team of the week. Dashy, Simp, Hydra, Shotzi. Once again, that's 3 SMGs. Big Brucey goes insane as always.
Yeah, sometimes, obviously people like us to have 2 ARs, 2 subs, but this week, I mean, those 3 performances, like 18 and 6, Ant drops a 1.56, Simp goes 42 and 18, and then Brandon was just doing Brandon. Like,
honorable mention real quick, Awakening just has like 12,000 damage in that series versus New York. Beans has the #1 overall KD of the split, which is, I'm not going to lie, I was surprised to see. I didn't realize Big Ben was frying as hard as he was. Celium, of course, is right there. Brack's also.
Brack's been playing really well.
Brack has played really well this stage in comparison to prior stages.
Maybe that's why
I kind of felt like Brack was playing under his potential for a while, and now I think he's starting to kick up. So shout out to Brack as well.
Yeah, shout out to all those people. And I can't wait for the major. I think it's going to be great. Toronto's
I'm ready for
great.
our interview.
Huh?
I'm ready for our interview.
I'm ready for the interview as well. For the 1v2 this week, we've got none other than Liddy.
Look at him. Get the fucking hat off, dude. Take the hat off your head. We can't hear you.
Just for you, bro.
We can't hear him, Riley.
You can't hear me? Hello?
What the hell? It's consistent. We're bottling it.
No.
Oh,
hello?
no, we got you now.
Were you muted?
Oh, yo. No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Yo, what's good, hat?
How's it going, bros? How's it going?
What's up, baby?
Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for joining us there, Liddy Goat. We're just going to hop right into these questions, if you don't mind.
Wait, can I start?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Dude, so Snake and GAs, what the fuck has happened to Call of Duty?
Oh my god, I don't even know. Did you guys see me snaking though on P5?
Dude, we saw the form and we were tipping and we were like, Austin is snaking? Dude, we must be in an alternate dimension right now.
Yeah.
Bro, Zin said it best, man. If you can't beat him, join him. Or if you, what'd you say? Like if you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Literally.
I'm right there, bro. Like the funny thing about it too is I was sitting on there, I was snaking, right? And MC's like, Austin, snake it. I'm like, bro, I'm 20 reps in already. I've been doing my up downs, man. I'm there.
Dude, I was tipping the form, actually. We were mind blown because usually, you don't see that. You're one of the players. It's like you and Pred. You just don't see you guys snaking, so it's good to see you getting out there.
Don't forget Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar doesn't hit snakes either.
Don't forget about it.
Lamar's holding headies. But, Austin, you've kind of been scapegoated on this team this year. People have been on your ass. Do you care about that at all, or does it just kind of fly over that cap?
I would say it just kind of flies over the cap. I mean, I kind of knew coming into the situation that it was going to happen like that. Like, even if I was playing well, if we're not winning, it's going to be on me, right? Like, that's just the situation I'm in. I kind of, like, came to terms with that as I was, like, signing the contract. I'm just happy to be here playing with these guys and, trying to win championships. And again, too, like, I feel like I've been doing it for so long and I've won, a bunch of times that I don't really have anything to prove to anyone else. I'm just here trying to, like, enjoy, like, I don't know how much longer I can be doing this for, so I'm just trying to get as many more wins as I can and enjoy the feeling while I'm here.
Exactly. You're going to end up like us one day. It's inevitable, Austin, just like you. It's inevitable. One day you'll be asking the questions just like us, Zin.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to talk about the year so far. Like, you guys, obviously, you win a tournament, and then since then, you guys are still like there. Like, you're placing top 3. You guys are still competitive, but you guys can't seem to get over that hump. So talk to me about, like, I guess the shortcomings, because I know you very well. One of my best friends. Like, I know that you'll play second and you're walking off the stage fuming. Like, you want to win championships. I'm sure the whole roster does. So talk to us about the year post win. Like, what's practice like? What's the everyday like for FaZe?
Yeah, so I mean, I think from our point of view, I feel like practice is always pretty good with this squad. Like, usually I'm, super hardcore in practice and having to get on people and make sure they're trying and stuff like that. I never had that problem with these guys at all. Like, we're all showing up every day and going hard. And I feel like our practice is always really good. Like, we play everyone really well. Even if you just look at our scrim records from the season, I think it's just about, like, translating sometimes in the respawn modes. Like, our S&D, I think, we're by far the best S&D team, so it's never been a problem with that. It's just more so those hard points and controls. And it's really tough sometimes when you're so good in practice and then you get to the matches and you're like losing these close maps consistently. And so it's just been about just trying to stick to the course and just keep hammering down on that and hoping it kind of clicks, right? Because we're a good hardpoint team. We know we are. It's just about actually showing up in the moment and doing that. And, we have some times where we show up to LAN and we're able to win those hardpoints versus top teams. And other times we lose by 20. So, yeah, I would say our practice overall is really good. It always has been. It's just about finding that consistency to be able to beat the top teams.
Yeah, and I want to segue off of what you just said with the search and destroy. You guys, your search record, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like you said, you guys have been statistically the best search and destroy team all year long. Also, last year when you were on LAG, you guys were also a very formidable search team. There's one common denominator here, Austin, and it's you. Do you got the boys playing slasher search? And please tell the people what slasher search is at home.
They know. It's fucking spread the map and play for goddamn picks.
Exactly. That's my, bread and butters. I've been doing it for 10 years. We definitely have that in our arsenal, but then we also have the BZ just run out and get a first blood, the simp run out and get a first blood. So we kind of do everything really well. But these guys are also really good at the slasher like style of search. Like they can spread and play picks, and they're so good off the info, making plays mid round. And I think that's what kind of separates us from the other teams. Because I think other pro players sometimes, when the strat is like played out for 30 seconds, sometimes they don't know how to change the game plan or like
They just
react off
stick
the
to it.
information. Exactly. They just stick to the strat, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I feel like we play the strat out and then deviate from it based on the information we get.
Yeah, those mid-round adjustments, I mean, we always gas you guys up. It seems like you guys are just so on top of like your situationals whenever it's 2v2s, 3v3s. You guys always take space really well. And I mean, yeah, Simp and Abizi, Embassy, they just love running it down, getting in there, finding a corner. Like, it's hard to play against you guys in search because, like you said, it's such a mixed bag whenever it comes to some of the strats you guys are calling.
You went through a bit of a slump this season, like personally, that's like numbers wise, and I wanted to like genuinely ask like what the mindset was for you, because I think you bounced back like incredibly well. I believe post slump you went to the major, and I think you were the most consistent player. Since then, you looked lights out. What is the actual genuine thought process when you're slumping? Because it could be tough to, sort of not fall down that rabbit hole where things sort of just compound and you start playing worse and worse and worse. How did you like bring yourself out of that? Were you genuinely worried ever? Like, just talk us through like your little slump.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say I was worried, but I definitely knew I was playing really poor, right? It's obvious based on the stats and everything like that. I was going through some things like during that online split where I was not feeling like myself like at all. I was just kind of feeling terrible. I wasn't able to play like extra time in eights like I normally do. But just like going into it, I've always been that player that like, when it comes to LAN, like I always seem to show up. So I was like, I'm not playing well online right now. It is what it is, but I just got to go to the tournament and do what I always do. And I mean, we've all been around for so long too. We've all been through slumps, right? So once you've been through it a couple times, like it's just a thing I'm going through right now. I just got to snap out of it. And you can never lose that confidence in yourself. And I feel like I've always been very confident in my own ability. And so I knew that it was just a time like a time before I was going to snap out of it.
Yeah. So you talk a little bit about, obviously slumping, being confident in yourself. How many more years do you see yourself actually being able to put into this? Because for all the people at home, a lot of the times they look at it and they're like, oh, you're playing video games, it's easy. But I mean, it really is a grind. Does the grind ever like catch up to you and some days are harder than others? Or is it still every day getting on, wanting to improve, all of that good stuff?
The grind definitely catches up to you from time to time. I think you just got to be good at balancing, outside stuff and being able to like do other things besides just playing 24 hours a day, like going out with friends, whatever, maybe just kind of de-stress a little bit. I like to go to the gym. That's a good, outlet. So I don't really know how many more years I got. Obviously, I'd love to play forever. It's the time is coming though. I'm getting old. I'm 28 now, so I'm just taking it kind of day by day and, sticking to it
Doug
as
said he
long as I
wants to be
can.
like Tom Brady and play when he's 40. Do you see yourself like 40 years old, Celium? If you're 40 and you got Cell, Simp, and Abizi around you, you might be able to make that shit work.
Hit that rotation.
I mean, I would obviously love to
I'd be in
do
that
it, right?
fucking hill. That's when you get in that hill.
I would love to do it, but it's hard to really say. I think the biggest thing about it now that's been the struggle for me is that I feel like I don't enjoy the actual just game as much. Like back in the day, Black Ops 2, Ghost, those games, like I just loved the games. Like now it's more so about loving the competition and like just playing against the best players in the world rather than actually like loving the game that I'm playing. Because like, bro, playing with like Sound EQ and no red dots, I mean, you guys know how it is. It's so stressful and like draining to get on every day to play that. But it's the competition aspect that like keeps me going in it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the games are good. Like I could go, a long time, but it really just depends.
Yeah. So I actually did have a question basically along those lines, and it was, do you find as much joy in these newer gen games? I mean, you've been around for a very long time, and it was the same for me as well. I mean, you started in what, Ghost, right?
Black Ops 2 end of it, yeah, but
Black
mainly
Ops 2?
Ghost.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah, we've played the golden era, and I don't know. That was kind of how it was for me. Like whenever the joy of the game kind of left me, it was a lot harder for me to like mentally zone in. Not every day, because like I still love the process of getting on, practicing, and all that stuff. But yeah, it is harder for you with these newer gen games compared to the older games.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, bro, I always like every time like I have some downtime and stuff like that. I used to think about when I was playing those old games, and you guys might be able to relate to this, but bro, when I was like just sitting in the main menu on Ghost, like just looking at the map Warhawk, like I was getting excited
You
to
got
play
dope.
that map in SNE. Like yeah, I was like, dude, I am so ready to play this map.
Now
And
you're
then
looking
now
at
I'm sitting in the
Hydro.
lobby looking at like Hotel, and I'm like, damn, this guy's gonna be snaking kitchen on me,
Yeah.
and I gotta jump in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm
I
just
feel
like,
you.
bro.
Fuck, Shotzi's gonna
It's
be
definitely
swimming.
not the same, but it's just the competition aspect that's just keeping me going, man. Like you said, you love the process. Like I love the process, getting on with the guys every day and trying to make something great happen.
Absolutely.
But I feel like we pretty much asked everything I wanted to ask you. You excited to go back to Vegas?
Oh, of course, man. I can't wait to be in Vegas with the boys again.
Yeah,
And
no. We
hopefully
had
get the tournament there and stay a few extra days if possible. Like that'd be super fun.
Hell yeah. I did have one more question for you. Is there anything specifically that you guys at FaZe have been like hammering down before obviously Major 5 champs? We're getting to the end of the year, and this is usually whenever teams and their practice regimens start really, really hammering things in. Obviously, teams are taking things seriously throughout the regular season, but now this is when teams are really getting into the nitty gritty. Is there anything specifically that you guys think you need work on, or I guess you can't really give us too much, obviously, but yeah.
I would say the main focus for us, like recently, has been probably control. Like obviously, a hardpoint struggle has been there, but I think we've starting to finally get to that hardpoint like level we need to be at. Like we've won a lot of our last hardpoints, and against Boston, especially like online, they're usually really good at hardpoints. So like we won both of those, and I think it's in a good spot, especially with our map pool. I feel like we're pretty good at all of them now. So that's not a problem. I think if we can just keep winning or get back to like our old control, like Major 2, Major 3, because that was honestly the backbone of our Major 2 win. Like we won both controls in the finals. We won a lot of big controls throughout the tournament. And it's only one map in a series, but when you get to that grand finals and it's 2, that is huge. Especially with being a good search team like us, like being able to win a few respawns. Like
You guys can
we're gonna
just
take 'em.
Neslo. You got 3 searches.
Yeah, that's what we did against Thieves. We literally Nesloed. I mean, we threw the first map hardpoint, but we won 2 controls and 2 S&Ds and 1 in 6. So control is a sleeper mode, man. You got to be good at it.
Absolutely. Zen, do you have any more questions for my man
I
Litigo?
do. I got one more final one, dude. So you said like you looked at Warhawk and you got like dope. Like you look to your right, you see Celium. Like walk me through the thought process. Like you get to sit next to MacArthur every day, so I'm curious.
Dude,
like,
he's his
what's-
biggest fan, Austin.
Like
It's
what's
insane.
what's it like looking to your right and seeing an MC? He's like, yeah, what's good, Austin? Goat.
Dude, it's honestly a blast. Like this has been one of the funnest teams I've ever been on, not just because of how good they are in the game, but also they're just great guys out of the game, right? Like we've all been in Atlanta having a good time, hanging out with them and getting to know them better. Because I like knew them before teaming with them, but they were kind of a close-knit group, so I feel like I didn't know them as well as some of the other guys. But man, they're such good guys and they're fun to be around, the whole coaching staff and stuff like that. And obviously looking to my right, seeing Simp, Beezy and Cell definitely gives me some dope, right? Because I'm like, oh, these guys are getting 2 every time. Like we're good. I just got to get some hill time, you know, play my ones in S&D and we're valid.
LAG, Sympabeezy Celium.
No disrespect. There's no disrespect meant.
I mean, the come up was crazy, Austin. We all tip it. We all tell you we tip it every time we see you in person. The come up was absolutely insane.
Absolutely.
But
I
Austin,
remember we were in so during the off season we have like a circle, like where I guess we did when I was competing. It was like a game of telephone. Like me, him, and Lamar. It's just like constantly. I'm not even kidding. For hours, just nonstop calls.
yeah,
And I remember he tried being secretive for a little bit. Like he didn't want to tell anybody that he has a FaZe offer. And I finally figured it out. I was like, you're going to fucking FaZe. He's like, where'd you hear that? And I was like, yeah, you sick motherfucker. I said, you
What?
lucky bastard.
now
Dude,
Austin.
in my defense, I didn't want to say nothing until it was final because I was like, bro, I can't screw this up. And like, also, I wasn't trying to get my own hopes up. 'Cause I'm like, I feel like this is a real offer, but like until I sign that paper, like
Yeah.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
It's never set in stone till that pen hits that paper. But you can't tell
Exactly.
Zen anything because he's a prior. You tell him, you say
No.
anything, he'll be like, yep, got you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm intuitive.
He's a prior.
I know. No, it just
You pry.
No, you're easy reads.
You're
Dude,
easy pickings?
Yeah, you're easy fucking pickings, pal. Awesome. We'll see you in Toronto, kid.
Yeah, can't
Yeah.
wait. Safe travels out there, Austin.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks so much for
See you
joining
guys
us.
there. Thanks for having me, and keep killing it, guys.
Yeah,
See you next time.
absolutely.
You too, buddy. Appreciate
My
it.
fucking boy Litico. Guys, make sure to show some love to Austin on social media. You know the deal. Twitter, /_AL, one of my closest friends, one of the longest standing Call of Duty players of all time. And despite the
Guy's a
flack,
vet.
despite the flack a lot of people have given him, just looking at the consistency of the FaZe roster and their turnaround and search, they obviously secure a championship. No slasher slander is taken serious over here, at least at the pro level. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Slasher, I mean, it's no surprise.
Yeah.
LAG, great search team. FaZe, great search team. If they can figure out that respawn and really hammer that in, FaZe is a scary team. FaZe still is a scary team, and he said right there they're working on that control and trying to find that hard point consistency. So good luck to the FaZe boys. But hopping into our next segment, my favorite.
His favorite.
My favorite, it's the deep dive. We don't really have too many clips for you guys today, so don't worry.
When he says not too many, he probably has like 12.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11.
So I was one off.
We have 11, and some of them are like fucking trolly. They're like trollier ones. Like
All right,
this
let's
one
go.
right here. I'm going to start us off. I want to get your opinion on this, and I want to get chat's opinion. Keep that chat room pulled up. Do we think that London gave up here? Look at this. Right here, 238 to 111. There are 13 seconds left on the clock. There is no way in hell you're telling me that the 4 players on London saw this and said, you know, you're fucking weird. There's no way the 4 players on London saw this and were like, we're good.
Yeah, no, they had to have been trolling.
I mean, look at this. They start rotating.
At first, I thought they miscounted, but I mean, well, dude, I don't
it
know.
is. It's bad.
Because it looks like they're set up to
17.
play exits.
Yeah.
Like it looks like they're getting ready for the next wave. Like that's my thing. Look, see, watch.
What do you mean they're getting ready for the next wave? They
Watch.
lose.
Look, this guy's running back to fucking to get initial. Number 3's going to Hop Hill. I think they genuinely miscounted.
Dude, I don't know what that was.
I don't know who's doing math over there.
I had to point it out because I didn't know what the fuck was going on there. What's our next one? This is P3 to P4. Rocker versus the Thieves. I wanted to compliment Rocker on this because this is a very important rotation, and we're going to take a look at it right here. They got 2 people on old, but look at the mini-map. Cammy, obviously looking for number 1 in the back. They get kills at old. They kill the guy at old. Look at that rotation.
That's beauty.
It doesn't get much prettier than that. They spawn them out, back banana, and then from this, we see this play from
Great
Bance.
play from Bance. That trigger discipline, obviously, he shoots 2 in the back. That's like Call of Duty 101. Very few players, I feel like, do that these days, but Bance, I mean, he's a vet. He puts himself in prime position, and he gets 3 kills because of it.
Yeah, they kind of end up getting broken, but I wanted to tip the hat there. It's not an easy rotation because the numbers scenario there, it's very, very hard to deal with sometimes, and Minnesota, they just do a great job of dealing with that, and Bance makes a big-time play to get a free 2-piece in the back to alleviate the pressure. Next up, we've got a round 11 alert. You guys know we break down every single round 11 that we see, and this one, Hydra is 17-6.
Yeah, this is where Hydra breaks the kill record. Unfortunately for Surge, they win map 1, but then they lose 3 straight. So Hydra, a masterclass. I think he actually gets the last kill, thankfully, because we wanted to see him break the record. He had it tied here, but
And
New
I
York
want
with
to
a
give
great round 11.
I want to give a shout out to Kismet here. He's 1-7 leading up to this point, but that doesn't matter. It's not about how you start, ladies and gentlemen.
How
It's
you
about
finish.
how you finish. He gets the first blood. Seattle gets the bomb down. 3v4 scenario. Obviously, the collapse is about to come in here. Talk to me, Zin. What's going through Seattle's head?
I mean, Seattle at this point, they're in a 3v4. They get bombed down. At this point, they're just hoping someone makes a kill. Unfortunately, I believe Lamar dies to Kismet here on
gets
the
another.
stairs. Now it's a 2v4. They don't really have site control, and they just get collapsed on. I mean, unfortunate for Surge there. They lose a standard 4v4. It just happens, and Hydra breaks the record.
Yeah, Hydra breaks the record with that final kill. I just want to give a big shout out to Kismet because he does end up getting that last 2-piece to seal the deal. Right here, I want to talk about this. Looking at this screenshot right here, looking at the map, who wins this round?
Surge. They do not.
No shit. Looking at the mini-map, who do you think wins this round? He says Surge.
They
but
don't.
This is just a full-on breakdown right here. I don't even know how it happens. We're going to go 10 seconds in. Actually, we're going to go 10 seconds back. Look at number 8. Who else could it be It's Hydra. The glaze is real. Goes
Dude, no,
in,
he gets an
gets
insane
one,
three-piece here with 10 seconds left.
dives across. He's absolute one-shot. Repinches him, instantly gets a three-piece. They lose the round. I mean, it's just a great play by Hydra, a bottle job by Seattle. Hydra
You
literally,
can't make it up.
he took over. And
All series long.
just took the fuck over. Next up, round 11 alert, and this was a big one. What do you say? This was a big round 11, playoff implications on the line. Vegas up 1-0 in the series. They needed this one.
Yeah.
They needed it badly.
And look at the round 11 records, though. It's 1-6 for Seattle, which is not a good round 11 record, and it's 6-6 for Vegas. Like we've said, every single match for Rocker and Vegas have been must-win.
Yep.
And luckily, Vegas get it done here. This is where it got sketchy. I was like, oh my God, Matt can get a two-piece series playing this this pretty consistent off angle where you're pretty much guaranteed one.
I remember saying, please don't get two-piece. Please don't get two-pieced. And this actually gets hairy. This comes down to a 1v1.
Yep.
This goes from a 2v4 situation. Obviously, let the round play out a little bit. They're going to back up. Lamar gets a pick. They're going to get the bomb down. Lamar gets another pick, and then it's the 1v1.
Unfortunately for Lamar, he had no information there.
So what do you think about this play? What do you think about this play? Because people were criticizing Lamar for it.
I mean, he just thought he could have been on bomb or push him below him. I mean, he really doesn't have information there. I mean, he's sort of like, he jumps out towards like bomb and he centers towards bomb. So he's assuming that guy's on bomb is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to say it's a bad play in hindsight, but he could have thought he was on bomb. I don't know.
All right, right here. I want your opinion on this because I talked about it while we were doing the watch party. I thought this spawn was weird. So obviously P3, P2 is still popped. FaZe is still collecting some of that old time. Wake gets blooded here. 3 seconds. Watch the spawn. He spawns there. It's before 8 turns around, too, so I don't want to hear 8 block stone by turning around.
No, but I think I think P3 was popped when he spawned. It looks like P3 just popped when he spawns. And
Does it?
If P3 popped, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it literally pops right as he spawns.
Yeah, that's like the millisecond.
It was a millisecond. I thought it was weird when we were watching it, but I guess it does pop like a millisecond before. I thought he should have spawned out, but he ends up getting that spawn. Yeah, moving on. I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get your opinion on it because it fucking blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have spawned before the hill was popped, he should have spawned out deep, like back P1, back stone steps.
Next up here, we've got a P4 hold from the Boston Breach. It's very hard to hold a good P4. Very, very difficult. We don't see it often. And Boston basically full 60 FaZe here.
Yeah, especially versus a team like FaZe who have great SMGs. This hill does always get scrappy because there's so much to watch. You can jump up top single. You can jump up top dub. You can pinch bottom dark. You can come bottom art. You can go P2 stage. Like, there are so many entrances where you need like a perfect setup, and I think Joe does a great job pushing out P1 here. I mean, they funnel all of FaZe left. That way the rest of his teammates only have to focus on a couple lanes. Beans, great trigger discipline there. We just saw Beans do the same thing. Just a great P4 hold.
I just wanted to point this out because you very rarely see a team hold a P4 that cleanly. Usually someone will get around stage or someone will get out through bottom art and get out to stone stairs. But Boston, especially against FaZe, like that is as good of a hold as you could possibly ask for. We got 4 more clips in. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat. It's my favorite segment.
Some water. Someone said bark if you're not enjoying this segment. I'm fucking loving the segment, all right?
All right. Last but not least, we're going to break down, well, this isn't last, but we got the P1, the P5 to P1 end of game here, Boston versus FaZe. Because Boston has an opportunity here to come back into this game, Zin.
Bance typed in chat, I just wanted to let you know, I would do dangerous things to Scump with that mustache.
Thank you, Bance.
Then he said wrong account. So he meant to send it on a burner.
Ben Bance been playing out of his fucking mind, and I love to see that for the kid. But Boston has an opportunity right here to come back in this game and win it. FaZe kind of like...
It was like a bottle back and forth.
Yeah.
One team bottles it, next team bottles it. The bottle's up in the air. It's fucking spinning.
Correct.
It lands on the way of FaZe.
Correct. It was kind of all over the place, but then Boston gets the good spawns. They get 3. Wake finds 3 kills.
This was the bottle right here.
Yeah, right here.
Boston should win this fucking map.
They have 18 seconds left on the clock. Reese gets the first kill gate. They're blocking stone stairs, so they still have FaZe in the trap.
I think Reese tries doing too much here. But granted...
you think he just holds top maps, they win?
Well, to be fair, he was just worried that they were going to flat out gate and just overpower Joe on P1. So he was just trying to get gate cut. That was a bit unfortunate in hindsight. I think Reese plays his life top maps. Even if Joe dies at a time, they still have to cross. I don't know. I still think Boston should have won that map based on the position they put themselves in.
Absolutely. And again, from today, we're going to go right back to it. Another P1 here. It gets hairy again. And you said when this happened, why is nobody watching Gate? But I'll tell you why no one's watching Gate, Zin.
Well, no, but at least Candy should be watching it.
I'll tell you why. Right here. They get kills. Watch number 7. Number 7, number 7's top dubs right now.
Is that Dill? Dill, where'd you go?
So I
went
think
top single.
This is a miscommunication right here out of Rocker. Number 8 looks like he's backing up, and it looks like he's thinking about going to stage. But then 7 backs up too, and now you have nobody watching Gate. They get out for free.
Oh my God.
So I think that was just a miscommunication.
Hold on. Ben said, listen, I'll break it down. No one was blocking, so someone had to run back and miscommed on who was blocking. Yes, Seth, you're so smart.
You know what I'm saying, Ben? It was a miscommunication. I just, Zin said while we were watching it, why is nobody watching Gate? That's why. They were trying to block that stone stairs spawn. Obviously, don't want them to get a pinch spawn on you and fuck you up. Ben, I'm sorry. I'm going to put you guys on blast again. But this is the last time, I swear. Right here, just another miscommunication out of the Rocker.
We're planting bombs and not letting Dill know it's planted safe?
They plant bomb.
Ben, explain this one to me, pal.
They plant bomb safe, and Dill thinks it's planted for fucking stretch.
I'm waiting for Ben. Oh, he knew. Oh, so Dill's just faded. So Dill's just fucking faded. He knew.
Okay, so Ben's throwing Dylan under the bus on that one. Dylan knew. Okay.
Beautiful.
Because it looks like Dill's like looking to check the stretch spot. You know
what's he looking at? A fucking apparition?
Would you just look at it?
I'll have words. I just look at it. Wiping the windows.
All right, that's it for the deep dive, guys. I'm sorry to anybody that didn't enjoy it. Wait, do we have... Yeah, where are my rapid fire questions, Raj?
Go to your DM with Raj. It's the same document updated. Guys, that was the deep dive. I like to fuck around, but we hope that you guys find that analytical, insightful. Luckily, we had Bance stopping by to help us explain some of the thought process there and some of those Rocker misplays. Rocker had a huge weekend, 2-0. So, Ben, congrats on the success post-roster change. I think you've been playing really well. You did drop me, so you can fuck yourself, but appreciate
great plays out of... Great plays out of Rocker. Rocker looks really good lately. So, Ben, whatever you guys are doing in that camp, keep it up. You guys have looked fantastic. Go 2-0 this weekend against Thieves and Ultra. It's not like they played fucking London. You know, they had some good comp this weekend. They come out 2-0 in 2 must-win matches. So, shouts out to the Rocker because they came to play. But next up...
So we had your favorite segment, and now it's time for my favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rapid Fire. You guys know the drill. We each get 60 seconds to answer 10 rapid-fire questions. But before we start, let it be known, I have won this stage. Thus, he owes me 100 gifted at the Toronto Major. And, don't fucking take this the wrong way, I get to cream pie him.
Yes. I will be receiving a pie in the face. You don't have to say it like that.
If they take it in a weird way, it's on them. You don't have to say it like that. If they say it in a weird way, it's on them.
It is on them. And I know they're in the chat right now saying, hey, yo,
question mark, pause.
Sus.
Listen, I'm going to take a cream pie and I'm going to throw it in his face when he least expects it.
No, you're not going to throw it. You're going to let me know what day it's on.
I'm
so
not
I don't
letting
wear
you know.
Black.
That ruins the entire thing. But 100 gifted, which will then start a sub-train. And then I get to pie you.
Fucked up.
Why?
You're fucked up. So what's on this one? Since you already won this stage, is this one just for fun?
I mean, we can put a little something on it.
I don't know if I want to put anything on it.
See, I'll give you odds.
I bottled it last time. I really fucked it up.
I'll give you odds for this.
Okay.
How can we make this exciting?
Take off 20 gifted if I win?
Take off 20 gifted if you win. Add 40 gifted if I win.
What the fuck? No.
I'm giving you odds.
Okay, 20 gifted. I'll add 20 gifted. If I win, I'll take off 20 gifted. If you win, I'll add 20 gifted, 120. Dude, you know that's going to hurt me. You know that's going to hurt me.
If you lose, you add 25 gifted.
Dude, shake the fucking hand. You'll get 20. Dude, you serious? Shake the hand. All right, there we go. An extra 20. Here we go.
All right, but because I'm the victor, I get to ask you first.
Okay, sure.
All right, so guys, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. As soon as I say go, that 60-second timer is going to start, and I'm going to read these questions slow. Riley, 3, 2, 1, go. Which former pro believed I was pred when I did my impression on his stream?
Former pro?
Yeah.
No idea.
Skip?
Aches.
No. Name last week's breakdown team of the week.
Goodness. Shotzi?
Yeah. You 3 more? No.
Okay, go.
Yep. What kind of leaf is featured on the Canadian flag?
Maple.
Yes. Which IW specialist rig featured claw, overdrive, and combat focus?
Spectre?
No. Nikki D used the Rampart at which Black Ops 4 event?
Oh my God. UMG.
Nope. What was our first event win together in 2012?
NJ Halo.
Nope.
A LAN, local LAN.
Yeah, but
Yeah. NJ Halo.
nope. What was your
That counts.
What was your first tournament with the Dynasty Core 4? Your first win with the Core 4?
UMG California.
Yes. What was the title of your retirement video?
Thanks for everything.
Yeah. Which player had never planted a bomb this season before? Oh, it's already.
Arcides.
No, you're done. It was
No, you added 5 seconds. Arcides.
No.
I get that one.
No, you
I
don't.
get that one.
The time was out.
I get that one.
No. And also, we are not counting NJ Halo. It was Godzilla. We are not counting. Dude, the timer was out.
Dude,
Your
got
time
5
ran
seconds.
out.
I got 5 seconds.
You don't get a free 5 seconds.
Chat.
No, he does not get it.
Chat.
Fuck your chat. Doesn't
Chat.
matter. Whatever they say does not matter.
Chat.
No. The time ran out. He does not get it.
Dude, chat. Dude, you guys are supposed to be biased towards me. What the fuck?
No, because they're realists.
You guys are supposed to be biased towards me.
No, they do not count it. If you're saying count it, that is insane.
So I got 4? I would have got that one.
Yeah, but I don't want to give you the NJ Halo one. It was Godzilla. It was not
That's
called NJ Halo at all.
Yes, it is.
But it wasn't
Riley
called
said
that.
it counted. Riley said it counted.
Okay, so you got...
Yep. Riley
That's
says
not
it counts.
true. That's
Riley
horseshit.
says it counts.
So Maple, NJ Halo...
So I got 4. I got 4.
UMG Cali, thanks for everything. Yes, you got 4.
I got 4. Okay.
You got 4.
We'll take that. We'll take 4.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me actually. I have one question that overlaps. So, scoot to my left. Yeah. I have one question that overlaps. So, what should I do about that? Yeah.
You can make one up, but it can't be too hard.
I'm not. Do you think I can make one up on the spot?
Yeah, you can make up like...
Yeah. So I'll just get. He gets 9 questions.
Wait,
Okay.
what? I only get 9?
Tell me when you're ready.
Wait, what? I only get 9 questions?
Tries in. Let me know when you're ready.
What? I'm ready, dude. That's horseshit. But go ahead. We'll say
Rod,
3, 2,
you
1,
got a
go.
question off dome to give me one right now? You got a question off dome?
Just ask
You
me like a
don't?
personal
Okay.
question. Just ask me like something that you think I might or might not know. Just something stupid. You can definitely come up with one. What's my middle name? What's my fucking dog's name? Like something stupid.
What's my dog's name?
Well, I'm just giving you examples. Yeah, guys, yeah, spam rigged because this is insanely rigged.
Dude, what the fuck are we talking about? I owe him 100 gifted already. All right, here we go. You get 9 questions.
Oh, whatever, dude.
I got 4. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Well, 3, 2, I'm ready, but
Okay.
just make sure you say go. and
Riley,
then-
you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. On what Black Ops 2 map was I getting cross-map kills with the Scorpion?
Raid?
Who did you 2v1
What?
clutch against? Who did you 2v1 clutch against FaZe in MW19 Toronto home series?
Major and Priesta.
Yes. What is the tallest building in Toronto?
The CN Tower.
God, these are free. Which Black Ops 3 specialist used Sparrow and Vision Pulse?
Skip.
Which player introduced the Volk at Vanguard Major 2?
Spark.
Who were your teammates at UMG Orlando 2015?
TCM fellow Bows.
You and TJ did a CDL callouts video for what Vanguard map?
Bow Cage, I win.
Dude, okay.
I'll take
okay,
that
no,
20.
no.
I win, keep asking.
No,
I win, keep
no,
asking. I
no,
won. I already won, but come on, I want to play.
No,
I
what
won, keep
are
asking.
these questions?
Flappy.
What the fuck?
Flap, 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 flap. It's fucking shit on smoked. Pile drive. That's 120
Bro.
gifted to Tony.
These questions are so rigged.
I'm just flapping around. 120.
Dude, I mean, I can't believe you didn't get on what Black Ops 2 map I was getting cross-map kills with the Scorpion.
Oh, was it fucking Yemen?
That was a layup. No, it was slums. That was a layup. Literal layup.
What event was that?
I don't remember what event it was, but that was a layup. And
Wait, was it like the local when you were going for a nuke? That one?
No, that was with the PDW.
Damn. Well, 120 gifted. GG. My God. You just got swept in rapid fire, like of the stage. You got 3-0 swept.
Yeah, I got swept because their producers are giving you easy questions because they know you're dumb.
That's not true. Okay, so the rest of my questions were, which 3 players are tied for the most online qualifier wins in CDL history?
Wait, what was it?
Which 3 players are tied for the most online qualifier wins in CDL history?
I have no idea.
It's the trio. Simp, Celebizi. Nikki D used the Rampart at Fort Worth, CWL. Last week's breakdown was Tempa, Beezy, Ghosty, Shotsy.
So,
and the
okay,
former pro that thought
so-
I was pred was
okay,
Nate
so-
Shot.
Just to clear that up, so he gets what player used the Volk. I get what event did the Rampart get brought out at.
Yes.
Just saying. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
120.
Right there. I mean, he gets the player. I knew Nicky D right off the top of the dome. Goodness gracious. And I get what event? What am I, a seer?
I only had 9 questions. Guys, can I get a Winnie spam?
Let me
I don't
travel
get to
back in
see
time.
I don't get to see it often, but can I just see an overwhelming Winnie spam for that 3-0 absolute smoke show, swept, rapid fire champion?
Yeah, you'll fucking
Tony.
You'll buy the steaks tonight.
What?
Yeah. All right, that's rapid fire. I went 0 for 3. I literally just got slammed.
Correct.
But it's all for fun, chat. It's all for fun. All right. Our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, is Prize Picks, where we actually you do this. You're better at this than me.
You guys know the drill. If we're on the watch party and you see us on our phones or our laptop, there's a good chance that we're throwing in Prize Picks.
I only did 2 this weekend.
Yeah, so I didn't throw in a lot either this weekend. We're competing against each other, but there is no real loser. The winner, whoever has the most balance after the season concludes, gets to donate $10,000 to a charity of our choice. Mine is the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. Yours is Gamers Outreach.
Correct.
So there is no real loser. It's a nice, friendly competition. Thank you to Prize Picks.
And let me tell you guys, I have been cold, ice cold. Riley, you can switch over to my screen right now. Go over my 2 submissions for this weekend. Huh? F11? Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Today I got absolutely smoked. Here, let me scooch over a little bit. Sorry. Today I got absolutely smoked. I missed it by 1 kill. I had Scrap on less than 26 just because I thought he was going to get less, and he gets 26.
That's a bad person to go against.
And then Cammy gets 23. Yeah, it was a bad one to go against. The other day I had Kremp for less than 26. That hits by a mile. And then I had Simp for more than 25 because Simp has been in form lately, and that also doesn't hit. 0 for 2.
The way the road sometimes.
The funds
man.
are dwindling.
Oh, so I have you beat. That means you can use code METHODS when signing up for Prize Picks. That's METHODZ. Code METHODS, and you'll get a price match or a deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit.
The funds are dwindling.
If you deposit $50 in a Prize Picks with code METHODS, you get a free $50.
All right,
if it's
Zen.
100, you get a free 100. It's up to 100. Let's show some of mine. Here we go.
How many did you do this weekend?
I only put a few in as well. So
All right.
today I took
Walk us through
Fame
it.
for more than 23.5, and it was that was a sweet one. Insight, unfortunately, was a couple kills short.
I mean, insight on 20, like, you're banging that more all the time.
I mean, yeah, that's why
Jamie's
I needed that
usually
one.
good for 20.
I needed that one. And then you have Vivid and Cell in an embassy search. I kind of thought that Reese
You
would
should
be
have taken
playing
the
that
less.
quick pace.
They're playing phase.
Yeah, I know, but I thought Reese could set some pace, give me 7. This one was a nice one. It was a map too. It was Fortress Search. I took Brack and Dashy for more than 6.5 kills each. Bang! The next one I tried throwing a 3-pick in, and Tony did not get that one right. I took more for TJ.
You threw 50
once
on
again,
a 3-pick.
Well, once again, Insight. I saw 19.5. He let me down again.
You're out of your damn mind. You're throwing 50 on 3-picks?
Whatever.
Is this still from this weekend? No, it's not.
That's
from last weekend.
But yeah.
All right, Riley, take it off my screen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Prize Picks for you. Yeah, you're winning right now.
I am. So what does that mean? Code what? Go ahead.
Code Methods. You can win up to 25 times what you put in. You can make picks on a variety of sports, esports, NFL, NBA, COD, CSGO. Super easy to make, very quick to make picks, and fast withdrawals on earnings. Download Prize Picks and use code
Methods.
Yep. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our Prize Picks for the weekend. I am ice fucking cold. It is unbelievable how cold I am at the moment. But our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the top 10 plays of the weekend. Honestly, I was a little bit concerned. about the top 10 going into this weekend. are going into this show, because there weren't really any like crazy plays, but the top 10 actually ended up being all right. And we're going to change up the top 10 this time. I've heard you guys' feedback. You guys say that we kind of speed run it. So we're going to watch the clip. Pause. Talk a little bit about it. Rinse and repeat. So here we go. Number 10. It's Kleenex. We saw it today. Just an absolute masterclass in search and destroy with the AR. Starts off 6-0.
I mean, restart that. We missed because it was in the transition screen. Let's start that again.
Okay, well, we'll rewatch it. Bang, bang.
Beautiful 3-piece from Kleenex.
And bang. Starts off 6-0 against MN today.
Yeah, I mean, we're pausing it, but that one is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. He gets a 3-piece with the AR. Great plays from Toby. This was Hydra's masterclass. They were down 5-3. That curse comes into effect. He breaks the search record on this map with 18 kills.
We had to throw we had to throw him in, a clip of him on this map in there. It is at number 9, but this is just a big-time round. Obviously, they're down 5-3 in this scenario. It's a must-win round.
Can you full screen this?
Oh, is it not full screen? Oh, it's not. It's a must-win round for NY, obviously, and Hydra just makes a big-time play. He gets one. I think he gets the ace here. Messes with Pred a little bit on the defuse, jumps across, gives him a little shoulder, gets some info, hits the rechow. The drop shot is undefeated in this game.
Absolutely.
I don't think we really have to pause about that one. Hydra just goes...
I mean, some of these, like pausing, I mean, we discussed this. I mean, it's just great trigger discipline from Bance. He knows that they're going to start their primary push from Barber Alley. He finds 2 in the back, pops Deddy, pinches top house, and finds another. I mean, it's a great textbook vet play from Bance.
I don't know how they get broken right there. Actually, one of the Thieves players spawned literally right on top of him, which is...
a little weird.
Yeah, a little weird. But I don't know how they get broken immediately after that, because that was a great play out of Ben. Great discipline on the trigger. Makes a good play, but they still end up getting broken. Next up.
This is Sib, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Dante. Dante makes a big-time play, big-time clutch.
Yep.
Basically a 1v3.
Yeah.
His teammate gets taken out across the map. Obviously, he gets a little bit of information from that, so you can call it a 1v2, whatever you want to call it. But he makes a big-time play.
Prieston and Hydra take a good bit to get to bomb. They're clearing certain lanes. And then I feel like Prieston and Hydra just play a little bit too split, but Dante with a big clutch. Priest and Hydra, they're not really in a... right now, I think Hydra should have pounced here. I feel like his only play was to just immediately sprint out that door. He kind of tries to go for the trade, but Dante's laying down, holding
People are saying that might have been a little bit of a stair glitch.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck that?
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Hydra again. Just when he gets going, he gets going. I think this one gets cut up a little bit here. He obviously gets a 3-piece there on the P3 hill, and he starts just shifting lanes. He's literally cutting spawners, spawning back P5. Cruise missiles coming in. He's getting info. In this clip, I think Caesar's calling him. Caesar's trolling the whole fucking time. He's like, Hydra, you're so good. And then he's like, I'm blocking. Or he says some dumb shit. Like, Caesar's trolling the whole time in this. Great clip.
Just a Hydra masterclass. And then here we go. The Dolphin, Spider-Man himself, Shotzi. This is the start of the game versus Florida. We're going to see him go for a swim. Now that I think about it, Shotzi is Dory. Because he's fucking stupid. He's always in the water. Respect.
Stupid is a
oh my god,
strong
dumb.
word.
Sorry, dumb. You know what I mean? It's a playful stupid. You know what? Fucking then you talk.
He jumps out of the water like a fucking dolphin, takes him out. This, I don't know how Reese stays alive right here. I really don't. He gets out with his life. I mean, he's just slippery. And this honestly is a big time play because I believe it ends up winning them this specific round. He's just being a nuisance inside a bedroom. If he dies right there, FaZe has full bedroom control. They know the push is all in front of him, but he's oiled.
Yep. Reese, he's just switching lanes. SMG, he has that Deddy pop, so, I mean, FaZe can't use their sound cues. And he's a very momentum-based player, especially versus a team like FaZe where they just can't find him in bed.
And he's going. Yeah, it's a big-time play out of Reese right here. Honestly, this wasn't the flashiest play in the world, but look at the fucking scoreboard, folks. He's 41-18.
I mean, he almost breaks the record right here. If this map goes on...
He gets a 4-piece right here to end the map, close the map out. He goes 42-18 on the map.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hemp in the chat.
Correct.
That is a hemp. Here we go. Clip number 2. Again, this is another one where we just kind of had to throw in. He's on a 7 streak already. This is for the 8 streak. He's one shot chowing out of back white. He's 33-13. It's just the SMG masterclasses we saw this weekend were unbelievable. And it ends up winning New York the round here, obviously giving them a 2-1 edge in the series.
Yeah, the
Hydra
French phenom
just goes
crazy.
absolutely
Who's
nuts.
our number 1 play of the week?
It's a 1v4. It's a 1v4 from none other than Predator, so right here, obviously, he gets one. We give him that. It's a 1v4. Pred, making big-time plays. He's been fantastic in Search and Destroy. Basically,
he's
the
been
whole
fantastic all year long. I think Seattle's struggling yet again, which is surprising to see. I thought they'd kind of pick things up and start streaking towards the tail end of the year, but I think Pred has still been consistent despite their woes. And here is just a 1v4, 1v3.
He guesses right here. He guesses right.
This was a good play, but also
big 50-50.
You can't read this from New York.
No.
I mean, you're taking a 50-50 chance, and luckily for him, it works out.
I mean, the size of the map itself. What are the odds that he's tucked away in the back fucking corner of the bomb site? Like, what are the actual odds? Pred makes a heads-up play, honestly, guesses right, gets out of there with his life, doesn't even have to chow the last kid, but I think it ends up happening anyway. Never mind.
Well, right
Not
there,
enough time.
So New York assumes that Pred is not camping a corner in B-bomb. So Hydra tells his teammate, go plant the bomb. He's holding the entire cross. So he's assuming his teammate can get the plant. Hydra's going to play further away, Kegs Lane, and watch the cross. They can't really guess that Pred's camping that corner.
Someone did say the door was open, so they should have read that, which, yeah.
I mean, what are you, dead shot? They probably... They can't see the doors open from that far away, and there's no way they're thinking that he's camping a corner in B-bomb.
Number 0, some of our clips that obviously happened towards the end of the day that we got to get in there last second.
Beautiful 4-piece from Kreb.
Yeah, just a beautiful 4-piece. That's the end of the top 10. I thought it was a pretty good top 10, honestly, for what we had to work with. I thought because this week was a lot of streaks that we didn't have POV.
Yeah.
And I'll take, you can do chat again. I'm going to take from Twitter here for our last segment, ladies and gentlemen, call of the community.
I got chat again?
Yeah.
Guys, you know the drill. Ask away. Ask any questions, Call of Duty-based, CDL-based, career-based, anything Call of Duty, basically, or Call of Duty history. We'd love to answer some of your questions. The 2v1 guest was Slasher. But, guys, yeah, please ask some questions. Let's try to keep it, serious so I can actually try to pick some questions.
I can start us off while you're looking.
Sure.
So Lopsy Dead 03 asks, do you think that Minnesota is finally living up to the expectations we had when we saw this team form this year on paper? So I think that's kind of unfair to say the team that was formed on paper, because obviously there are new additions to the team. But as of lately, Minnesota is looking very, very solid. Bance started to play better. Obviously, we saw Minnesota, their peak this year was a top 3 at Major 2. But I'd say that they're starting to live up to it. They beat Thieves. They beat Toronto this weekend, but they got to get it done on land. Simple as that. They got to come into this land. They got to secure business. They got to make it to champs. But I think Minnesota right now, I have Minnesota making it to champs.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you think Vegas makes the run? Personally, now...
I just think they have a tough run, dude. They got to play FaZe round 1.
Yeah.
Rocker has a good chance, or at least... I think Rocker has a better chance of beating Boston than Vegas has a better chance of beating Vegas.
Uh-huh.
So I think just based on the current bracket and current standings, I would put money on Rocker over Vegas personally, yes.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Vegas's round 1 matchup is just, it's hard. Rocker's been looking good. They're playing Boston, team that's been looking a little bit inconsistent here and there. I honestly, right now, if I were to call it, I'd have Minnesota making champs over Vegas.
Yeah.
You got one, or you want me to take another one?
Who's your favorite teammate of all time?
My favorite teammate of all time? Formal. What?
It's a good one. Someone asked, with the current trend of esports, sorry, I for some reason I can't pause the chat, so I can only read the question. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. With the current trend of esports, what does the CDL need to do to stay relevant and stay, sort of progressing in the right direction? I think staying on Twitch is a start. I think they've been easing us. I don't know anything, but we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. I kind of feel like us staying on Twitch this year is like damage control to avoid like the super negative backlash of switching to YouTube. If we switch to YouTube full time, we got our watch party. You got Zuma's watch party. Like, it would really affect viewership that we're finally seeing growing for the first time in a long time.
But the argument that's being made is that none of the teams are making money, and the rights to obviously stream the CDL would actually be able to get the team some money. But
without growth, there is no long-term money. Sure, let's say there is short-term revenue in the league right now. The goal should be for every single team, and they know a lot more than me on the business side.
Someone said, fuck the teams.
The goal is to grow the league and actually create longevity. That way there's actual revenue for time to come. Like let's say there's a YouTube deal right now.
Yeah.
And let's say it's a 2 or 3 year deal and teams get this money. If we lose viewership and we fucking die, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, we're better off betting on ourselves, staying on Twitch and making maybe some less money for a year or two to then make money for 10 to 15 years is the way I kind of look at it.
Honestly, I think that if it goes to YouTube, obviously, like the start of the year, we're going to see the Call of Duty bump. It always happens. There's going to be a huge influx of viewership around multiplayer Call of Duty. The first event might have really good numbers on YouTube, but after that, it's going to trail off, and it's going to trail off fast. I mean, even on Twitch right now, the viewership has been kind of trailing off a little bit, and we're starting to get towards champs time. So if it's happening on Twitch, the discoverability on YouTube is just not as good, and it's kind of scary to think about what the viewership will look like towards the end of the year. Obviously, the watch parties have been helping a lot, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Honestly, it's not really our decision at all, so we are kind of just subject to whatever happens. And I hope it stays on Twitch.
Yeah. Most underrated Call of Duty player of all time? I think I'm going to go with Slacked. I think Slacked had championships in nearly every single Call of Duty he competed in. His teams were always top 3, top 4 at the very minimum. I think I'm going to go with Slacked. I think Looney's a good shout, but my answer is Slacked.
Slack's a good one.
We already answered that, didn't we? I feel like we did.
Slack's a good one. Saints, good one.
Nato, yep.
I saw someone say Saints in the chat. That's also a good one.
The answer is not Octane. Octane is perfectly rated as one of the best Call of Duty players ever.
Yeah, Octane definitely gets a lot of praise.
Most overrated player, Scump.
Thank you. 30. Next up, Preston, Caesar Season said, if LAT finish these next 2 events with disappointing placements, do they consider a roster change even though they've won an event?
Thieves?
Yeah.
Wait, repeat that. If Thieves get bad placings the next 2 events?
Yes.
Yeah, they're breaking up.
You think so?
Yeah, if Thieves bow out Major 5, which most likely they're probably not, they would need to make yet another crazy run, which isn't impossible for a team like Thieves, but it's never easy to have. It's basically a one-and-done tournament. I mean, you have one fucking life. Can Thieves do it? Yes. Will they? I guess we'll see. If Thieves don't play well at Major 5 and Champs, yeah, they're breaking up. The only teams that are staying together,
to see Thieves split.
The only teams that are staying together after Champs are the teams is the team that wins Champs and maybe the second place team.
Yeah, it is really kind of crazy in Call of Duty. Like, if you don't win Champs or get runner-up, like, everyone changes. Like, Roster Mania, obviously, it's kind of insane in Call of Duty, right?
Yep.
Right when it happens, it's just a flurry. Like, you don't know if your spot's safe. There's 3 or 4 people getting hit up by each team trying to gauge interest. Like, obviously, with the CDL era, contracts are a lot more strict now, so there's unrestricted free agents, restricted free agents. Teams are trying to buy people out. Roster Mania this year is going to be insane.
Yeah.
It's going to be...
Well, there's a lot of... I mean, I'm pretty sure all of Thieves are free agents. You have Pred free agent, Sib free agent. Like, you have a lot of heavy hitters that are unrestricted free agents and can walk wherever the fuck they want to walk.
Yeah.
And that's going to make for an exciting Roster Mania period, which we will bring you breakdown episodes covering Roster Mania.
Yeah. One more question. If you could change one thing about the current CDL format, what would it be? Whether it be format, game mode, more teams, etc. And that's from Nerve Rush.
All of the above.
My personal number one thing right now that I want to see fixed is 2 best-of-5s in the grand final.
I want 2 best-of-5s in the
Obviously,
grand final.
expansion.
I want 4 more teams.
Yeah.
I want 4 pools of 4. I want double elimination bracket. I want the format that we grew up on. Like, the reality is, I think our game is very nostalgic. Like, we have a lot of players that have been around for a very long time, and even if you're not competing, you have players like me, you, Zuma, players that are still very much involved even when we're not competing. We need to tap into, like, the nostalgia aspect, and if you can't understand 2 best-of-5s, go to fucking school. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you can't understand, if you can't wrap your head around 2 best-of-5s and it's confusing to you, that's no one's fault but your own.
He said go to fucking school. That's insane.
That's my opinion on it.
Do you have any?
What do I think happens with London? I mean, I think it's a full-on split. Maybe you keep 1 or 2 players.
Yeah.
I mean, that one. Same with LAG. I mean, if you don't make champs, it's a catastrophe. It's the worst of the worst. It's a full-on breakup.
Yeah. Someone said, with that gap that teams will have between Major 5 and Champs, what is the best way to prep in your professional opinion? Honestly, what teams are going to do, they are going to look at the bracket, see who they're up against. They're going to look at some of the teams that they don't deem as threats. They're going to look at amateur teams. They're going to play best of 11s against those teams and hope that they don't play each other at Champs. That's how it normally goes.
Yep.
Like, you're going to look at teams that are like, yeah, they're at Champs, but they're not really like the top of the top competition. And you're going to try to get as many best of 11s against them. Obviously, the practice is going to be very, very intense. But yeah, that's usually how it goes. A lot of amateur scrims, and then scrimming teams that are either on the other side of the bracket or teams that you just don't really deem a threat.
What's the red button? We might have bottled that one.
Because the best teams are not going to play each other before Champs.
Yeah. So when it comes to the red button,
we bottled.
We fucking bottled that one. All right. That's all we're going to say right now. It will be used, but just know we bottled it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to know is that it was a full-on bottle job.
Yeah.
Someone said, of all the players in the league, build your best roster. I'm going to give you 4 subs and 4 ARs, and I think you can sort of mix and match these players. And there's more than this, but it's a near impossible. Maybe I'll give you 5 of each. A BZ, Simp, Shotzi, Hook, Hydra, Pred. I'll give you 6.
That's 6.
And then you have like Dashy, Cell, it's an
Octane,
Scrap, Octane,
Draws.
all the top ARs. You can mix and match these rosters and create S-tier teams. So that's a near impossible question to truly ask.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of really good players. We're probably leaving some out. It's off the top of the fucking dome piece. But do you have any more? You want to take some more questions? How you feeling?
I mean, I feel like all the questions have sort of.
Okay, I like this one actually. Favorite tournament location solely based off food. Let's leave that one to Zin.
I mean, you got a lot. I mean, you got New York City's great. You got Toronto. You got LA. That's nearly impossible because I think every major city has great food.
Yeah.
So I think certain cities do certain foods better. Like I think cities like Boston and New York have Italian on lock.
Sure.
I think if you go to LA, the tacos and the Mexican food, the seafood's great.
Sure.
You come to Texas, you got barbecue. So I think it's different based on what you're feeling.
Sure.
But bring us back to London because
you want a fish and chips?
I want a chippy. Bring us back to London.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for us here on The Breakdown. Our final episode of the regular season. What'd you guys think? I thought it went well. Great 1v2 guest. We got Slasher on.
W if you enjoyed.
Sorry, it was our final one. So we don't really know how the next couple shows are going to look. Obviously, we have Major 5, so I don't really know what the restrictions are going to be at the Toronto venue because usually they'll have like a code where it's like you got to be out 30 minutes after the last match ends or an hour after the last match ends. And for the breakdown, we kind of need minimum of like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if we were to really cut it down and just do like a 1v2 team of the major weekend recap, we'd have to probably cut deep dive. Like we could probably condense one, but we'll have to figure it out. So I don't know if that's going to be at the major or here. And then for champs, kind of the same thing. Depends on the code of the venue. We might have to reduce a little bit. Yeah, obviously.
There might be a vacation after champs.
Potentially.
How about the breakdown live from Cancun?
Dude, that'd be fucking great. That would be great. How would we set that up, though? Who's going to come with us and set it up? Why are you smiling like that?
I'm fucking weird. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll figure out the episodes. Thank you for your love and support, as always. And thank you for tuning in. That's like my go-to smile. You ever see when I was on Ultra, I used to do the interviews? You've seen those. You've seen those pictures. I look fucking good, though. Christ. Like Hasselhoff and fucking Stallone had a kid.
Yeah, you look great. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a good remainder of your weekend. Probably won't be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to record YouTube videos.
I'll be live.
We have content in the morning, so I'll probably take the opportunity to record YouTube videos for the week. All that good stuff. Probably next time live will be Thursday.
I'll stream.
Or Wednesday. Well, no, Wednesday we'll probably have a burner account to do the tech check on.
Yep.
So probably Thursday. But thank you guys very much.
Love you guys, man. Thank you as
Oh, wait,
always.
true. We got to get that video out, and you know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. We got to get that shit out. We got a banger coming out for you guys real soon.
Yeah, tore shit. Sit, the guys, thank you. Love
Say
you.
that.
We're going to go enjoy some steaks and some grilled chicken by the pool.
Yep. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Peace.